Uh, how does Bitcoin work? Financial education. Thanks for coming over and reading this blog by Adventago. Make sure to click the links below and add me to your favourite social media so you never miss any future updates that are made to transform you into a stronger investor and entrepreneur. On LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, and my blog. So, unless you're that lady fishing around in her gigantic purse for a checkbook in the grocery line-up, you've probably gotten used to the idea of a paperless cash economy by now. I mean, who wants to carry around a bunch of bills and coins when you could just tap with your card and get the same adrenaline rush followed by, well, the same instant regret? So maybe it isn't surprising that a completely digitized form of currency, namely Bitcoin, is becoming a more popular today. So we're going to discuss Bitcoin specifically in a bit more detail because it's the most recognized cryptocurrency at the moment. What is it that makes Bitcoin transactions different from, well, shopping on Amazon with a credit card digitally? Well, you might already know that while normal electronic transactions still store conventional money, Bitcoin is decentralized. Meaning that its distribution and exchange aren't controlled by or regulated by a government or other authority, and the technical side of things is also very different. Traditional currencies go through a central payment processor, for example, your credit card company. But all Bitcoin transactions, whether you're purchasing goods or just sending Bitcoins to a friend because you're a nice guy, are processed by a large distributed network of computers running special software. So whether a transaction occurs, the network records the sender's and receiver's Bitcoin address and the amount transferred and enters the information on the end of a ledger or record called a blockchain. The blockchain is updated over 100 times a day and is sent to every computer that processes Bitcoin. Because each transaction is encrypted with a public key cryptography, you can learn more about here, and verified by multiple points in the network to ensure that every computer that processes Bitcoin is using identical correct copies of the blockchain. This makes it virtually impossible to counterfeit. This verification process is performed by what are called Bitcoin miners, computers or other processing devices that individuals use, like yourself, to connect to this large processing network. The mining software that runs works by grouping recent transactions into blocks, which are only accepted by the rest of the network if the block is hashed correctly, which requires the computer to find correct numerical values, which is a time-consuming and intensive process. But what's in it for the members of the process mining or the process network? I'm glad you asked. So once the computer successfully processes a block, it is then added to the blockchain, and the system generates a new Bitcoin that goes into the miner's digital wallet as reward. So your computer ends up literally creating money for you out of nothing. Whoa, that's awesome. Where do I sign up? You mean I can just have my computer running and never have to work again? Sorry. It's a bit more complicated than that. It takes a lot of processing power to generate an appreciable amount of Bitcoin. And since the system is designed for it to take about 10 minutes to successfully process a block, the difficulty of mining generally increases as more nodes join the network, not to mention that the costs of entry are fairly high. In the early days, you could mine on a spare laptop. Then, for a while, high-end graphics cards were popular choices. thanks to their highly parallelized number crunching optimized architectures. But these days, though it should be noted that this doesn't apply to other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin can only really be profitably mined using specialized mining appliances called ASIC miners. Unlike graphics cards, these are only be used for Bitcoin mining, and it can cost thousands of dollars each, and they suck a ton of power, and due to high electricity rates in many parts of the world, can kill any chance of profitably for the average person. So it's always why people are mining Bitcoin. I mean, there is profit to be made, but why do other people want it? Well, some people are mistrustful of banks and governments to keep their money secure and have a lot more faith in Bitcoin's redundant blockchain system. Especially as more and more retailers begin to accept cryptocurrency, others like the anonymity that Bitcoin offers. The only thing that necessarily ties you to a particular Bitcoin address is an encryption key, plus you could grab a new Bitcoin for each transaction you make. In fact, many paid VPN services accept Bitcoin payments for people who are concerned about staying anonymous. Others look at Bitcoin as an investment, but you should tread carefully here, because Bitcoin is completely unregulated. There is no guarantee of its value. So, investing lots of money in Bitcoin, at least for now, is considered speculative level risk. However, the system is designed so that no new Bitcoin will be produced, leading some to believe that down the line it will be a more secure virtual commodity that will provide a hedge against inflation and traditional currencies, kind of like how some people invest in gold bars for the same reason, which sounds cool in theory, but right now Bitcoin is a bit of a roller coaster. The value of one Bitcoin recently jumped from a few $100s in 2015 to 14,000 around 2017. And while watching the value of Bitcoin spike suddenly can be thrilling if you've got some in your digital wallet, I would ask that you don't take out a second mortgage on your home just to get in on the latest craze. Thanks for reading. Make sure to discover more on my other blogs that you will find helpful and interesting. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions, and don't forget to click the link below so you don't miss out on any other future blogs that are made to transform you into a stronger investor and entrepreneur on LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, and my blog. And remember, greatness is within. Take care. From Adventago.
Whoa! Before you do anything, I've got a few things you got to do. Click the subscribe button. Why? So you're always notified on another video that'll be coming your way. And also, make sure to click the like button. It helps us out and it knows that you're liking my stuff. So I'll make more of it for you. And you've probably got a few links that are going to be in this blog post. And obviously, you can't click links on YouTube. So I want you to go to the link in the description. Click it and you'll go straight to the blog post or wherever I put resources there. Okay? So, we'll recap. Subscribe, like, link in description. Well then, that's enough of me. Enjoy your video. Bye!